What's up, guys? It's the Adrienne here. Oh my gosh, I keep wanting to say just Adrienne here, but I changed my YouTube channel name. And you know what? I'm feeling really good today, so we're gonna do this little thing. We're gonna be doing a whatchamacallit? Brain fart. We're doing a Tower Obby story time. Yeah, it's long form and some shorts, so y'all can just watch it all, and you can have it like playing in the background when you're cleaning or sleeping. You can fall asleep to it, cause like, you know, you can just watch it and listen to it. If you're like bored, you can listen to it in the car if you're like bored or something and have nothing better to do. Awesome to like listen to at dinner or watch at dinner. And yeah, you can listen to amazing stories while going brain dead and probably getting ADHD from watching a tower too. So yeah, enjoy the video.
Post with the fans. Post with the post with the post with the fans. Post with the post with the post with the fans. Post with the fans.
What's up, guys? It's the Adrienne here. Almost just Adrienne here. I don't know why I just said that twice, because I've already said that. And as you can tell, we're doing the Tower Obby, like I already said. But it's actually called, I can't remember what it's called. But anyways, there's a bunch of random ones. We're starting with my favorite fruit, which is lemons. Oh, my little brother and my little sister outside. So basically, every tower is going to be a new story. So this one's I'm going to be telling you about. Since it is a lemon, I'm going to be telling you about this thing we did at my school called Lemonade Wars. So basically, there's this book called Lemonade Wars, and it's basically about this brother and this sister who it's like the last week of summer, and it's like really hot out, and basically they're really close until the little sister Jessie got to skip a grade, and the big brother I can't remember his name, but the big brother, Evan, that was his name. Evan did not want Jessie in his class because he thought that would be annoying, and yeah. So basically, they ended up getting into a fight, and Evan said that she hated Jessie when they got the letter saying that Jessie would be skipping 3rd grade into 4th grade with Evan. So basically, the next day, they were going to do a lemonade stand, but they ended up doing it separately, and then Jessie essentially was waving at Evan one day, and she had money in her hand, and Evan took it as a flaunt, and then Evan's crush, that ended up being Jessie's best friend, Megan Morati, was laughing at this kid next door, and Evan took it as flaunting, and then that's basically what started the war. And basically what was whoever could get the most money by the Sunday before school won, right? That's why it's called the Lemonade Wars. So this is a big war going on, and it was just who made the most money, and it all came to a happy ending, and everyone was friends again, and yeah. So we did a lemonade war at school, and basically what we did is we got into groups of 4 to 5 people. I was in a group with my friends Cami, Allie, Emma, and Ava, right? And our group name was the Pink Lemon Girls. We ended up placing 3rd in the whole thing. It was really cool. I was in charge of making lemonade. Emma was in charge of making Emma was in charge of coming up with prices. Ava was manager and made posters and mascot. I came up with a script for the ad that we got to put out for like the whole school to see. Cami was in charge of buying lemons to cups, and she was also Allie was in charge of, like, you know, how do I explain it? Like production stuff, not even production, but she was in charge of coming up with ideas for like marketing and stuff like that, like ideas for like what we could do and stuff. And then and then Cammie, she was just awesome. She did a lot for us, and also Emma was in charge of stickers, and Allie was also in charge of getting the chips. We had a bunch of talkies, and she also bought Z-bars for us if we got hungry, and it was really awesome sauce. It was a really cool thing for us to do, and it was really awesome that we ended up placing third, because we all got a little certificate. And the first place was actually a group of boys in my class. I think they were called the Lemonheads. They won first place. It was a bunch of boys that were on the basketball team. They ended up winning first place, and they won a Sonic gift card and Lay's chips and a certificate. But you know what? That's okay, because we still got third. It was really cool to do. My friend Emma, she actually has a YouTube channel. She's the one I'm going to get to race to 100 subscribers. So sub to join my team, because I need more people on my team, because I want to win. Anyways, she actually ended up bringing her phone and a speaker that she had bought from Amazon to play music. She also ended up buying this pink tablecloth. It was super cute. And we had that. And also, we ended up having a tip jar, and a few teachers and a few students gave us some tips. It was supposed to be just the fourth graders that were able to buy from us, but then the teachers were able to buy, and then a few first grade classes came. And I know a lot of first graders. Don't ask why. I go to my after school care place, and that's why I know a lot of them, because there's a lot of first graders there. And all the first graders ended up buying from us because they brought all their friends. But the people were only given $4. So I really had to make stuff cheap. Normal lemonade was like I think it was I don't remember, but it was less than $1. And pink lemonade was $1. And we also had extra flavoring for 15 cents. We also had extra sugar for also 15 cents. I mean, not 15 cents, 25 cents, because we wanted originally to do it 15 cents, but everything was increments of 25. So we ended up doing it in 25 cents instead of 15 cents. It was really cool to do. And then what we ended up doing was we had this big poster. We had a few posters. The mascot, her name was Pinky. She was basically like this pink lemon who had the superpower to make everyone's day automatically better. And eventually, so since everyone only has $4, what we ended up doing was, once people ran out of money, we said, if you bring a friend and they spend money here, then you get something for free. So we made a lot of money with that. And there was this one person in fourth grade who just kept coming back with like a million different friends, and then a bunch of more people started doing that, and that's how we made a lot of money, a lot of profits. Also, we did this thing where if you were to buy lemonade, you got a free rubber duck that on the bottom of it said Lemonade Wars 2025, and it said PLG, which standed for the Pink Lemon Girls. It was really cute, and people loved it. And the pink ones squeaked. I had pink, blue, and white. Yeah, it was really awesome, and a lot of people did that. And so that made people buy a lot of lemonade. And also, if you were a teacher, you got a free duck no matter what you bought. So that made a lot of teachers want to buy from us. So yeah, and also we were selling talkies for $1, but eventually people were complaining that was too much. So we lowered it to like a lot less. It was really cool because we were listening to music the whole time, and we all love music because we're all music addicts in my group. And we found this clean pop hits playlist, and we were listening to that and singing. And we were able to go to other people's stands, and there was a stand that was giving out free popsicles for everyone else. And this other girl's stand, they had a bunch of ice cream, and they were giving out free ice cream to all the 5th graders, which is really cool. We really liked that. It was really fun to go do that. Every 5th grader in my school gets to do it now. So the 4th graders will get to do this next year. It was really cool. I don't know if I have time to tell another story, But you know, we're gonna try to squeeze it in. Never mind, there's only 3 minutes left, so I'll just keep talking about Lemonade Wars. It was really cool though, and yeah. And we had this group chat. It was called the Pink Lemon Girls. We didn't really use it a lot, but it was very useful. There was a few fights that came out of it though, because people were complaining that Ava wasn't doing it enough, and it kind of made us all like not be friends. But yeah, that's in the past. But it was really, really fun to do. It was really awesome. There's just one kid named Colt though, and he spent so much money on my stand because he's like my bestie from 1st grade. He's my little bestie, and he spent so much money at his stand, and he brought my friend Aubriana's cousin Martavius with him. All right, should I do one more? Yeah, I'll do watermelon, but I'm not gonna do the whole thing, I don't think, because yeah, watermelon's one of my favorite fruits, by the way. Okay, so Lemonade Wars was really, really cool. The book,
Daddy,
what?
you want to help cook hamburgers?
No, the book was really cool. If you want to go read the book, you can.
Dad said no.
It was a really, really cool book. I recommend it, and it took us like 3 days to read, because obviously in my 5th grade reading class we read a lot of books, like yeah, and they were really long books, and we did partner reading. My 5th grade teacher was actually a 2nd grade teacher the year before, and she's actually going back to teaching 1st grade. So that's awesome. So she just did this thing called peanut butter and jelly partners. So sometimes we would read in our peanut butter and jelly partners groups, and sometimes we would read as class. But the chapters were really long, but there was only like 20 of them, and it was a really cool book, and we all really loved it, and we all loved Lemonade Wars, and it was just an awesome way to end off the year, because it was literally in the second to last week of school, and there was just so much going on that week. It was really cool because that was the week of field day and water day, and water day is basically a day where the fire truck, like the local fire truck, comes and sprays all the kids. So it was the week of that. It was the week of field day. It was the week of this thing where the Friendship Christian Academy came and they did a jump rope demonstration thing, and this game is about to make me crash. Oh, but that's okay. But it was really, really cool. So we had a lot going on that week, and that just added to that awesome week. And personally, I don't know if there's really a better way to like end off the last few days of school. It was really cool, and it was even better because we just got to listen to music. So we were just like singing most of the time, making lemonade, and I was in charge of like pouring the lemonade. And the pictures I got, they had these little tabs on it so we wouldn't have to pick up the lemonade. And I think we made, I don't even know how much we made, almost $100, I would guess. It was funny because the day after it, Ava looked in her lockbox that she had bought, and she said there was $4 extra in there that she didn't even realize we had. And it was a really close like race. So I'm like, you're telling me if you would have given those $4, we would have won? And she's like, yeah. But yeah, that was Lemonade Wars, and I think that's all I'm going to be doing for today. So bye.